Well, I certainly hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday here in the U.S. and has sort of recovered from that. It's taken me a while. We were all over the place. But today I would like to discuss Golden Quicksand by J.R. Klugh, spelled Klugh, and I assume that was someone's pseudonym because I cannot find out anything about him. This is from Galaxy Magazine, February 1969. Now, I'm not going to get into any math or any hieroglyphics or any real technical details here, but this story does conform to what is still considered to be the basis of the theory of relativity. And let's see. We'll just start right here. The theory of relativity, published 10 years later by Einstein, deals with problems involving frames of reference accelerated with respect to one another. The special theory has had an enormous impact on all of physics, and its chief conclusions will be examined here. Two principles are fundamental to the special theory of relativity. The principle of relativity states that the laws of physics are the same in all frames of reference, moving at constant velocity with respect to one another. This principle follows directly from the absence of a universal frame of reference. If the laws of physics were different for different observers in relative motion, they could infer from these differences which of them were stationary in space and which were moving. But such a distinction does not exist in nature. The principle of relativity is an expression of this fact. The second principle states that the velocity of light in free space has the same value for all observers. And that's very important to this story and what I'm trying to get to. The author actually uses real physics here. The velocity of light in free space has the same value for all observers, regardless of their state of motion. That does not mean that things don't change from your point of view. But one thing that does stay common is the speed of light. And that remains a constant throughout. And I don't think any of the super colliders or anything have done anything to change that yet. Let me know if they have. The next thing is length contraction and time dilation. The closer you get to the speed of light, the slower time travels for you on the spaceship. And at 1G, it takes about, it's been a while, 1,100 days to accelerate to the speed of light. Now, of course, we have no way of doing that now. The amount of fuel it would require to accelerate for 1,100 days a spacecraft that could hold 5 or 6 people just isn't practical at this point. We would have to come up with a different type of drive, which is why people always talk about ion drives and stuff like that. So, but here, J.R. Klugh comes up with a very different solution to the problem. And I'll read that to you. It pops right up right at the beginning of the story. This is Golden Quicksand, J.R. Klugh. I'm not sure how well you guys will be able to see this. But it begins with, you see the crew here, and the commander is Yuri Hammlin, and he realizes that a pre-star traveling breed of man would have been squashed dead by such high push. Never mind that now, he chided himself. And when they're talking about being able to handle 1,000 Gs or more of acceleration, if it takes 1,100 days at 1G to get to the speed of light, and 2 years or 2.5 years to get to 76%, where time dilation begins to actually take effect, that's a long time from where you left. Things will not seem nearly as long for you on the ship, but a long time will pass where you left. At 1,000 Gs, they can achieve the speed of light in about a day. So that's what the ship can do, and that explains an awful lot of the story. And this is a great story, and all the technical stuff is kind of behind us at this point. To survive all these G-forces, they live in these pods filled with gel. This is the commander here, and these are all the screens that he can look at to see what's going on with everyone else. They're under such high gravity push that they really can't move. They're just kind of stuck here for the duration of the trip. And he discusses everything with ship mind. And ship mind, he has to, of course, connect with telepathically, as do all the other crew members, because they can't really speak, because they're living inside this very thick fluid, and they're all padded up, and everything is trying to reduce the effects of the G-forces. So they continue on. Here's the illustration of Yuri Hammlin. And so they're in combat at this point. And they're fighting in their pods. And Shipmind is a female combat. Let's see if I can find her. There she is. And they all are really dependent excuse me, on Shipmind to accomplish whatever they're doing. They can't really do anything. They're doing everything through shipboard robots and Shipmind's direction of all of their electronics, mechanical devices, everything. So we've kind of set the stage for where they are, and there's a little bit of a flashback here. And in the flashback, Yuri is discussing with his commander what this mission is about. And there's a planet called Cairn-sun, and a cairn is a type of, I guess it's an Irish word, meaning it can mean a burial mound. So Cairn-sun has been colonized by humans, and the human race and the Greykavi are in combat, locked in combat for years at this point, and they're competing for the same real estate. And they have colonized this planet around Cairn-sun, and humans have lived there for years, and they have noticed that something on the planet is slowly killing everybody, and it's irreversible. And they didn't realize it until 30 or 40 years has gone by, and so they've removed the people who are left. Of course, they are unable to take care of themselves. They're basically vegetables at this point. And since the Greykavi have the same or similar metabolism, and we never know if the Greykavi are other humans or not, Yuri and his crew have been sent out to lure the Greykavi to the Cairn-sun planet, where they will try to colonize. They hopefully will try to colonize, and they will meet with the same disasters that the humans did. So that's the basic setup of the story. And Shipmind is essentially their Department of Defense throughout everything. Here we see another crewman who is a mine specialist, trying to keep everybody's spirits up a little bit. And then we have all kinds of weapons being used by the Greykavi, and a craze pattern gets through. And here is Yuri sitting where he is always kind of laying, and his eyes are closed. Through his closed eyes, Hammlin saw a flash of light on the viewer. A violent, nervous jolt painfully twitched his body, dazing him. He gasped, his heart pounded. Crazed pattern, he groaned, with waves of clammy chill running over his skin. Crazed pattern, ship mine, filter it, block it, quick, filter it, a crazed pattern, don't let another one through. Now, this was a visual crazed pattern. Now he gets worried about an acoustic crazed pattern. Now, the crazed pattern does a lot of damage, and a lot of people are seriously injured. Ship mine goes through the crew status, first shift, all casualties. Second shift, all casualties. Third shift, 1 casualty. Third shift now going on duty. In other words, people who were asleep weren't bothered. Specialist staff, 1 casualty. For a moment, Hammlin lay in stunned, numbed silence. The greater part of his crew was out. Are they dead? All casualties are living but are unconscious. So the story continues from there. It's really kind of a novelette. Really an excellent story. And the tactics of the push, the high G, are very interesting because both races have a tolerance, a similar tolerances to high G. So if they can outpush them on acceleration, and then you can only accelerate halfway to your destination, you have to decelerate the other half. They have to reach midpoint, and they're trying to take the Klugh ships. There are 2 of them that are bigger and larger than they are, with more weapons, by surprise at midpoint, so they'll flash past them, and they will still maintain about a light minute or 2 away from the Klugh, which that really reduces the Klugh's abilities to fire on them. So we move on through here. Here's the ship that they're in, the Solsmaiga. We get a little graphic of that. And they start getting worried about midpoint. Midpoint comes in 59 minutes. An exterior view of the pod. And here we are, 2 minutes to midpoint. 1 minute to midpoint. Hammlin launches a nuclear weapon toward the oncoming ships, trying to divert them so they cannot see that they are doing their flip and beginning deceleration shortly. And he has all these screens that he can see, and this is what he sees shortly after midpoint, looking at his screens to see his crew. Now, I won't go much further than this with the story. I will provide a link to it. More casualties during the midpoint flip over and reinstigation of push. The high G forces are very rough on everyone. So that's about all I'm going to say about the story. I will provide a link to it. There's some great stuff in here in this story. And there's actually some more stuff in this particular copy of Galaxy that I will do a different page on. And that is Ballantyne's book's decision 5 years before they hire Lester Del Rey to concentrate on fantasy. And they've made this decision with Lynn Carter here. And I'll read this off sometime in the future. I better bookmark it now. So that's what I've got for today. I hope everybody's had a great time. And I hope everybody gets a chance to read this very well-written, well thought and interesting story. I was 15 years old when I first read it. I read it every couple of years. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.